We're now going to have a look in our plan section still about how we interpret the random numbers that we've generated. So we first of all have to decide on their definition beforehand, then we generate the random numbers, and then we turn those numbers back into an understanding of the context or the situation. So for example, we're looking at our colours of eyes. So here was our random number allocation. I then went into Google Sheets and I used our formula ran between 1 to 10 and I generated some random numbers. So here are the random numbers that I generated. So I've got a bunch of different numbers and I now need to interpret what each of these numbers represents. So the first number that I generated is the number 3. I'm going to match that up to my table here, and the number 3 represents a child who has blue eyes. So the first child that I'm simulating is a child with blue eyes. Then I match up the second number. Oh, come back to where I'm down. Sorry. Oh, go away. Let me just come down. Sorry. My second number that I generated was the number 4. So when I look at my random number allocation, the number 4 is representative of a child with brown eyes. So the second child I've simulated has brown eyes. The third child that I've simulated also is the number 4, and that number 4 represents having brown eyes. So from the first 3 children that I've simulated, the first one has blue eyes and the second and third one both have brown eyes. Then I go on to child number 4, and child number 4 is a 7, so a 7 represents brown eyes again. Then I get to child number 5, that's the value of 5, so again that's another child with brown eyes. Then I get the number 9, the number 9 represents a child with green eyes. So far, if I look at what I've got so far, I've got a blue-eyed child first, then a brown-eyed child, another brown-eyed child, another brown-eyed child, another brown-eyed child, and now a green-eyed child. Then I have got the number 1, and that number 1 represents having blue eyes. So I've got a second blue-eyed child there. This number 4 represents a brown-eyed child, and the number 8 represents a green-eyed child. So from these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children that I've simulated, there were 2 children there that had blue eyes, there was 2 children there that had green eyes, and there were 5 children who had brown eyes. So in this group of children there weren't any children that had grey eyes. So that's what I need to know, that's what I need you to know, is what each of these children, what each of these numbers represent in terms of the situation. So what I've got for you now is I want you to first of all write the equation that you're going to use for, so you've got a situation, you're going to write out the formula, the ran equals ran between this and this. You're going to generate 10 different random numbers, and then you're going to explain to me what they represent.